So Obama proposed his plans for controlling gun violence today, Wednesday. He called on Congress to reinstate the assault weapons ban that expired in 2004. Mm-hmm. He wants to restrict ammunition magazines to no more than 10 rounds, and he wants to expand background checks to anyone buying it.
He's not talking about magazines about ammunition.
No, guns and ammo magazines. We can have as
many of those as we want?
Yeah.
Good, because I travel with 12.
In a clip?
I want people on the plane to know I'm all business. And I'm going to spread them out in front of me. Right. I don't want any terrorists fucking with me. You know what I'm saying?
Then when you're reading Guns and Ammo on the plane, do you have a smaller, different magazine tucked inside?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's called the Watchtower. I'm very religious. Yeah, I really don't like guns, but I also know that we got to restrict crazy people getting hold of guns, and when the shit goes down, I kind of want people who are responsible with guns. I really do. I'm for to train the shit out of the fucking school teachers and anybody else. And if one of you starts going nutty with a gun up here, I hope there's some off-duty cop who's got a fucking gun in his sock to shoot your ass.
I'm fine with off-duty cops having them. It's the rest of us that I don't want. I know that's not a popular thing to say, but it's the people who shouldn't have them. I don't want to have them. There is a
thing, and I understand. I don't like guns. I just don't like guns. I have the same knee-jerk reaction. I just don't like this thing, But I also do realize statistically you're less apt to get robbed and things like that if they know you have it or if they know they're in an environment where people are packing. So there's a part of me that statistically I want people to have guns, but emotionally I don't want them to have guns. But I don't expect this to do anything in terms of massacres and whatever. But look, you have to do it because you have to say you're doing something about it. It's not going to help or hurt, in my opinion.
Can I ask you a question, though? Yes. These massacres, these people who go in with the semi-automatic assault rifles and gun down a whole bunch of people, do you think they would be deterred by the idea that someone could be packing in there? Because they seem not to value their own life.
First off, they always kill themselves. They never have the cops kill them, which means they don't want to get shot, or at least if they do get shot, they'd like to do it themselves. They don't want to do it. They don't want to duke it out and gun it out with the cops. There is a part of them, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know if they're cowards or I don't know what the deal. And I know, obviously, all bets are off because they're fucking dingbats, insane. But they do – it is weird. No matter how fucked up these people seem to be, I think if you told them in that classroom is a guy who's packing and in that classroom is a guy who isn't, I think they go into the classroom for the guy who isn't, if anything, just for practical purposes. I'm trying to get my body count as high as humanly possible so I can make the news and go down in some retarded infamy. And if that guy's packing, I only may get 3 or 4 shots in before this guy starts returning fire. So for me, I don't want look, I don't want coked up 25-year-old broads in high heels carrying guns in their garter belts. No, but as I said yesterday, school teachers get 3 months off every year. I wouldn't mind them taking a training class and packing heat. I don't care. I don't think they're going to shoot my kid by mistake. And if they do, he probably was mouthing off and had it coming. I would understand that. A shot in the thigh, not a kill shot.
A warning.
Yeah, warning shot.
Here's what I think. I think people should forget about gun control. If we just legalize marijuana across the country, then people wouldn't care so much when kids got shot.
That's right. He's right. That's right. We'd be mellow.
Yeah, we could chill about it. Who cares?
I don't get the assault rifle to defend. Here's the thing: the right says, well, look, getting rid of assault rifles not going to help anything, and they're right. But on the other hand, they don't need assault rifles, so they should shut up. And the left,
but they say that they have to protect themselves from the tyranny of the government.
Yeah, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Although, lately, the government's been stepping it up a little bit in the regulations department. But anyway, that's nonsense. Both sides are nonsense. They're both posturing. Nothing's really going to – first off, historically, if someone wanted to go nuts and go shoot up a mall or a movie theater or a classroom, there's not enough guards. There's not enough protection. There's not enough metal detectors. Like, there's just not enough. I've said it a million times. Our society basically runs on the notion of, well, it's interesting. We can get a little heavy. All right, there's been a massacre down the street and one of the cars drove around. But no, here's what I want to say on a slightly heavier note, which is we must police ourselves. That's our society. The notion of, like, where were the cops? Where were the counselors? Never going to be enough of them. We're going down a little bit of a slippery slope, I feel, as a society, which is we are looking to the government to regulate, fix, and take care of almost everything. Like, hey, I don't work, but I need health care, you know? I want gun regulations. I don't want to pay taxes, but I want to receive whatever you get from the society that we're living in. That's never going to work. We have to police ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to have a society that raises sane kids. We have to have a society that recognizes troubled kids. It's never going to be the counselor. It's never going to be the cop. It should be the parents, number one, the school teacher, the community. I mean, that's all really we have. And the day we sort of sit back and say, hey, government, you take care of this, well, they're going to fuck it up like they fuck everything else up. So I don't trust them to take care of things. I trust us to take care of things. Thank you. But our muscles for taking care of things will atrophy if we sit back and go, well, the government will take care of everything. I don't believe that works. So, look, first and foremost, that tragedy we're talking about, Sandy Hook. You had a mother who knew she had a severely disabled emotionally child. I mean, a severely troubled child, and she thought it'd be a good idea to take that kid to the shooting range every other weekend.
Over 6 guns in the house.
And keep a bunch of guns in the house. So that's the problem. That's a problem right there. Are we going to have severely mentally disabled people? Yes. Disturbed people. Are we going to have guns? Yes. But if we have parents who think it'd be a good idea to turn them all into fucking marksmen, we're going to have difficulty. And she got the first bullet, and rightfully so. But if she was alive, we should fucking take her to center of town and draw and quarter that bitch's ass for knowing she had a deeply disturbed child that she trained like a SWAT team member.
Do you blame her for that?
Fuck yes, I blame her. Why wouldn't you blame her? Who else should we blame? I mean, you blame him, but he's deeply disturbed. Remember that part? She's the mother of the deeply disturbed kid who wanted to make sure that he knew how to load a magazine, squeeze triggers, and fucking go down to the range, and he was very comfortable with guns. Those guns should have been in a safe. They should have been locked up. They should have been far away from her deeply disturbed child. So, yes, it is her fucking fault. Of course it's her fault. I hope she goes to hell. Other than that, she's a dear friend, and I wish her well.
Do you blame the father?
I blame whenever a kid does something horrific, whether it's nature or nurture, I go right back to the fucking parents unless my kids do something freaky, in which case I'll say they're adopted. Absolutely. What? Fucking, you don't see they're Asian. They're fucking full-blown Chinese. Come on. What are you looking at? I know one looks a little like me, but you live together long enough, it's going to happen.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Right.
I blame the fucking parents. Yes, I always blame the parents. I blame the parents for everything. I blame the parents who are there and do a horrible job raising their kids, and I blame the parents who never raise their kids and leave that up to us. I always blame the parents. If we would all start blaming the parents, believe you me, look, there's going to be a certain amount of kids that go rogue. They're just going to have the greatest, best parents in the world to try to get the most professional help they can possibly get for the kids, and yet the kid still fucks up and hurts someone or kills somebody or something. That's going to happen. But you want to reduce the chances and the likelihood of this happening in the future, whether it's, is it the Georgia Tech one or is it, Virginia Tech. I always go Georgia Tech. Whether it's Virginia Tech or Sandy Hook, whatever it is. If you want to really impact this, you focus on the parents. You can focus on the guns. You can focus on legislation. You can focus on everything. That will make almost no difference, but it'll look like we're trying, and that's what we're interested in doing. Or you can go to the real problem, which is the parents, and we can cure every problem known to man. Unemployment, the drug addiction, all the fucking kids dropping out and going on the streets, gangs, everything, violence, everything, all the criminals, everything. We can go right to the fucking parents and cure it. But do we want to address that? No. We want to run around like retarded assholes and try to put out every fucking fire that is caused by society that doesn't mandate parents to start fucking parenting. Other than that, I have no opinion. Thank you. Powerful.
All right. Let's talk about the story that everyone is talking about today.